Good afternoon, y'all. We've the only changes in the injury report right now are Quinn, Josie, and DJ Jones will all be limited.
How did Russ do throwing the ball yesterday?
Good, very good.
Can you say how you split the reps?
Oh yeah, we're working through all that.
50-50?
We're going to work through all that. We want to be sure we've got that we're taking care of Russ, making sure that he's getting ready for the game.
You're not going to give me a number?
Don't know the number exactly. Don't know the number exactly. Oh no, we've got. We want to be sure we're getting everybody ready to go.
Does that include Josh though too? If you have to go there, like you're getting him equally ready as Brett?
Of course, mentally they're all getting ready to be able to play a football game. They do that every single week with the idea of practice. You want to try to get them all. Unfortunately, we don't have a ton of reps, but you try to split it as well as you can to get them prepared.
Coach, when you get closer to the game, who are you talking with through in the organization to see if Russ should play and will play?
First and foremost, it's Russell. I want to be sure that I'm talking with him, communicating with him, making sure that he's in a good mindset, that he's in a good place, that he can go play high-caliber football. And obviously the medical team is huge. We want to be sure we do right by the doctors. They're the ones that understand everything that's going on. And then George Payton, those are really the people that we're talking. So we're very open dialogue and make sure we want to put somebody out there that's healthy and can go out there and play at a high level.
Have you had a conversation with a player where maybe the player's saying I can go, but the medical staff is saying no, and if so, what is that like?
Throughout my career, numerous times. I think those are the guys that you want. You want the guys that want to be on the field. They're going to do every single thing they can, and they think that they can play all the time. So those are the tough discussions you have to have with people because you don't want to put anybody out there that isn't healthy because player safety is so important. But in the end, the doctors, and myself, George, we have to make sure we make the right decision for the team.
How tricky is it if you play Russ to kind of limit his motion? Quarterback is different than wide receiver, a DB, or running back. And so when you're talking about a hammy, but he plays different than most quarterbacks too.
Without a doubt, it's for anybody. Anytime there's anything going on with anybody, we try to do our best to kind of accommodate and be able to be efficient out there and still be able to play good football, but at the same time do what they can do within their limitations.
Robert Saleh, Nick Sirianni with a couple of first or second-year guys that struggled a little bit to start last year, and things have kind of turned around. Do you look to those guys and those teams as examples that if you stay the course, things can improve?
Without a doubt. This game is a complicated game. There's a lot of things that go out there. There's a lot of rhythm. There's a lot of trust that is built over time. And Robert's been there, I think, now for about, is it his third year or his second year or third year? Second year. So he's been there for 2 years now. Sirianni, everybody. You can see a lot of the defenses, a lot of the offenses coming together as they get more time. And I just think that's always important. That's what we're always striving for. But we know that we have to win now. We're always looking to win every game, no matter what the situation is.
Nate, the numbers certainly say you guys are struggling against the blitz right now. When you look at that, is that a wholesale thing? What are the biggest issues that you're seeing in terms of the struggles there?
In today's game, especially on third down, there's a lot of pressure, and people do a lot of different things to try to get one-on-one matchups, and then they start running everybody all over the place. So there's a lot of picks and twists and all kinds of things, and we try to do different things to be able to try to help us. And but it starts with the line, it goes with the quarterback, and then obviously it also goes to those skill positions getting open the right time in the right place due to the different coverages we could face with those different things that are happening. So there's a lot of different. That's the chess match. A lot of different things that you can see, and we got to be sure we execute.
As a staff, you brought Jerry on board last month. It's kind of like getting on a moving train in New York somewhere. It's you go. How hard is that to do internally? And would you be open to if someone said in the bye week, let's look at something else? Or is that train left the station, to play that analogy too far?
No, we're always evaluating everything. We want to get better as coaches. We want to get better as a team. It starts with me, always trying to improve. I think that's just kind of the overall philosophy for most coaches. So I'm always going to look at everything. We want to win. We want to put our team in the best position possible, and so we'll continually do that.
How hard was that for Jerry coming in that?
Jerry's been great. He's been absolutely fantastic, trying to get to know people and have that kind of relationship at the same time, working on all the situational stuff. But he's done a great job for me, for this team, for everything that he's done. I really appreciate him being here, along with Brad and everybody that works in the analytics.
Running back, you mentioned Melvin's going to start, but how do you go about dividing the carries? Is it still kind of a hot hand approach, or what's the process there?
Yeah, we're talking about all that stuff, and we want to be sure we get Melvin going. At the same time, we want to be sure all those guys are going. I mean, when you have 3 guys that you don't mind giving the ball to, and you get excited when they have the ball in their hands and they're making big plays and running people over and all that stuff, you want to do that, but we also want to throw the ball a little bit. So it's a combination of everything. So we'll see how the game flow goes. Yeah, that was unbelievable. Alex has done a great job stepping in there. I mean, he's doing everything you ask. I think he had 19 solo tackles, a total of 21. We were talking about it. It's one of the best performances, just across the league and for years. I mean, he's done a really good job. I think he's such an instinctual player. I think the scheme fits to him, and he understands it, understands how to fit off things. And it always starts up front. Those guys do a great job keeping people off of him, playing gap and a half, and how they work everything. So, he's done a great job. I can't say enough about Alex.
Does it help you at all that they just played the Packers and you're pretty familiar with what Green Bay does?
Anytime you have a common opponent that has a little bit of the same system, that's always something good to see. They definitely did a good job versus the Packers, and so those are things that we'll see if they're going to repeat some of those things or mix it up. But it was definitely a good game to watch. The Jets' defensive front, they're very good. Those interior guys, all of them across the board. They're playing at a high level. They're penetrating defensive front, and they cause havoc. They go right up the middle, right through their gaps. They keep those linebackers clean, and the linebackers are playing at a high level too. But those guys are doing really well, especially in the stunt game. I think that's something that you see a lot, kind of like we talked about the pressure stuff a little bit earlier. All the stuff that they're working, they're as big and strong and powerful as they are. They're very nifty in being able to get through the gaps whenever you give them a sliver of hope. So they're doing a fine job.
Coach, and then on the other side, how much do you see, or what kind of similarities do you see between Mike LaFleur and Matt LaFleur, and I guess maybe some differences?
A lot. Everybody kind of stems from the same offensive system. They're going to do a lot of different things to try to be creative to get the run game going. They're going to do a lot of different kind of run schemes. They're going to try to run outside zone gap schemes. They're going to motion shift. They're going to do all kinds of things to try to get you off your game and out of a gap. And Mike has done a great job there.
How much does the offense change if Brett is the starter and playing if it's not Russ?
It's a combination. We will always want to be sure that we're doing the things that is right for the quarterback that's out there. We typically put a game plan together and we talk through it, and some guys like other things, some like the same things. So we just want to be sure we're doing whoever's out there that we got the best plays for those guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.